right, now you're not going to believe the view some folks in L.A., a neighborhood called Sherman Oaks, have been dealing with lately. Turns out a man has been causing quite a stir by allegedly standing naked right in front of his big uncovered windows for all the neighbors and their kids to see. Folks living nearby say it's been going on for a long time. They finally got fed up and they called the law. The police ended up arresting him for indecent exposure, but it sparked a real debate about where a man's privacy ends and the public's right to a clean view begins. One of those stories that makes you want to go home right now, double check that your own curtains are pulled tight, because we don't need to see that. Yeah, that's the view right there. That's the view right there. All right, where does your privacy stop and others begin? I can't believe my face was placed exactly right there. So I understand why some people say, go ahead and kiss my, because they're thinking my face is right there.
Sure.
Thank you, Marvin. All right. Should you be allowed to be naked in your own house, Doug?
Not if you're doing so in a way to willfully expose and treat yourself to the neighbors who object to that. And remember, this guy was not just exposing himself. He apparently was standing there and showing his neighbors he had a good grip on things as well. So that's another part of it altogether.
That's true. Jaimee?
Yeah, you know, I had a neighbor that lives here part-time, came to look at our pool as we were remodeling, and he had no shirt on, and he was tall, he's tall, and he had like tan pants on. To me, he was naked, and I thought my privacy and my personal space was grossly invaded. This guy is sick.
All right. Did you guys ever hear the story about Jack Nicholson? He really, you know, as successful and great as he is, he suffered from some self-confidence issues. So to get over that, he just walked around his house naked. If you went to his house, rang the doorbell, he'd answer naked. Would you like to see Jack Nicholson naked, Jaimee?
No, no, no.
Doug?
If I got to see the house, I'd put up with it.
See? I'd like to see the house as well. Okay, you probably thought the Barbie craze was winding down. Maybe, I don't know if you gave it a second to thought, but you probably did, and you better think again. It looks like Mattel is teaming up with a real firebrand of an author, Alex Astor, the gal who wrote those Lightlark books, to write a brand new novel called Barbie, Dreamscape. This is not just a little picture book for the kiddos. It's a young adult story that takes us back to the 60s to see how Barbie got her start. It's got a bit of a magical twist. Barbie discovering she can step into people's dreams to help them find their spark. Sounds like they're trying to keep that you can be anything spirit alive, while giving the grown-ups and teens a version of Barbie that's got a little more meat on the bones. So this is a young adult version of Barbie. Maybe they'll have her talk about her period or trying drugs for the first time. What do you think, Doug?
I think Barbie ought to be allowed to continue to be young, angelic, and an inspiration for young daughters. You're going to have what? Barbie gets her first period. Barbie gets a training bra. Barbie decides to become Bob. Let her alone. Let Barbie alone, and let her be the same for future generations as she was for ours.
What do you think, Jaimee?
Oh my God, I grew up with a Barbie. I was just trying really hard to put the hit back in. But why would you want to ruin the future of America by telling them, hey, your Barbie's a tweaker? No, you don't do that. No.
Let me ask you this, Jaimee. Would you go out and buy an adult Barbie and play with the doll?
No. Are you really? Either you don't have a job or you don't have a hobby that you're into. No women. I'll give you until you're 40. No women over the age of 40 should wear your hair in pigtails or play with Barbie dolls. No.
Doug,
get a grip.
Doug, would you buy a Barbie and play with it?
Only if it was inflatable.
Wait, what?